Hey guys, so we do have a new phone to unbox today. We do have the Sony Xperia XZ3 on the table. Very excited to unbox this, being Sony fan through and through. Last Sony I bought was the XZ2, which was decent, but didn't really stand out from a very competitive smartphone landscape. So this is coming with an OLED display, which I think is the main kind of selling point, 4K as well. It's also very affordable compared to some other flagship phones, which you can get one of these for about 600, 700, so not cheap, but quite affordable handset, and that is pretty good pricing from Sony here. Hopefully it will be successful. So let's just have a look and see what it looks like here. Wow, you just gotta love Sony design when it comes to the box. It's very kind of understated, minimalistic here. And let's just take this out here. So you can see it's stuck in a little bit. There we go. And this is the slab, as you can see. First impressions feels a little bit like a Samsung handset here in terms of the build, but it does feel a bit more metallic here around the edges, which is good. You do have a Type-C at the bottom there. We're just going to see what else you get in the box here before we unwrap the phone. See if Sony's being generous in late 2018. So you get your Sony Xperia Care, and you get a charger here. Is it a fast charger? It looks like it, so that is quite nice to see bundled. You have a Type-C adapter here for the headphone jack. Unfortunately Sony has moved away from a headphone port, but I think that's on the way of the dodo now. Standard stuff, books and stuff nobody reads. You do have a Type-C cable. You do as well have some buds for different sized earlobes. And finally, what sort of earphones are we getting? MH750s this year, which should be pretty decent. But we do remember historically, with some flagship releases, Sony's given you a pair of headphones, so yeah, that probably isn't going to happen now. But I think if you did pre-order, you could get some PlayStation goodies. So let's just have a look at the phone. I'm going to unpeel it here and take the top off. Wow, look at that. This is like Sony's. This is a different design here from Sony. Look at what Sony's doing in 2018, curved display. Wow, that is nice, that is truly nice. And you got your Sony kind of branding down here. Wow, that is a thing of quality. And it actually feels really nice as well around the sides here, like kind of rugged. But I gotta say, it does have a lot of Samsung vibes. I mean, if you held this in your hand and then you held like a Note 8 or something in your hand, Note 9, you'd be hard pressed to tell the difference. Fantastic positioning for the fingerprint sensor though. You can see it's way away from the camera hardware. I think you're getting the 19 megapixel camera here, which should be a little bit improved from last gen. So very nice looking handset though. You can see that they've really gone back to the drawing board and made a different design here. So let's just turn it on, see what it looks like. This OLED panel, Sony OLED. So we just go through the settings here. You can see we have the familiar like set up here with Sony handset. Does it move around? A little bit, but maybe we can keep it a bit steady. So we'll just go through this nice and fast. I wonder if Sony is going to actually make use of the, in fact let's try the fingerprint scanner. So we'll just set a pin. So find it on the back here, and you can see that is rapid as hell. Look at that, that's probably the fastest fingerprint scanner I've ever seen in my life. So it's literally like less than 5 seconds. That is amazing. So we'll just carry on here. Xperia services. Anything else? Nice fast setup process. No fluff. And you're in. Look at that. That is nice, that is. Wow, look at this UI. They've actually made an effort here. They've made some new like stuff here. Double tap the sensor here. What is that? So side sense, as you can see. So yeah, I think this is going to take some getting used to. You can see we've got different apps you can put. I think these are like your favourite apps and toggles, etc. You probably get access to that through double tapping. Is it? Somewhere down here. There we go. So nice, innovative kind of way of doing things, which is pretty good. Let's have a look at the software. It feels really nice and kind of clean here. You know, not bogged down or anything. Feels quite airy. And it looks like they've really made a difference, you know, to the software. I mean, it's completely different to the XZ2. I was expecting it to be similar to that, like a little bit kind of the same old stuff, but I mean, look at this. This is fantastic stuff. I mean, where is the software? That is what I want to see. So is it in here? Software update. So we've got Android 9 on here. So this is actually running Android 9. I think that is the latest Android. I have kind of lost count of the Android because it's all good nowadays, whatever version you are running, but this is probably the reason why it looks so nice and fresh. Let's have a look at the wallpapers, etc. So you have some nice new ones here, as you can see. Down here, so these are the more older ones, but I do like the look of some of these ones. Put that one on. So really liking the design here. So look at the dialer. So you can see it looks pretty nice and clean here, and the camera. Will Sony perform this year when it comes to the camera? That is a good question. You know, it looks really new in terms of the UI again, so that is very promising. Just take a quick shot here. So you can see it's still nice and snappy. They have improved that over time, but as I said, you know, the performance is where it does count. It looks pretty good. So look at the settings. So all sorts of stuff here that you can change. Wow, you know, everything's just completely different. I was truly not expecting that. HDR video, 4K. Don't have 60 frames, I don't think, or maybe they do somewhere buried. But at least they've changed where the 4K is actually accessed from. I remember when it was like a separate area. But it looks pretty nice. I gotta say, this new camera. And you can see you have all sorts of modes here on the left. This one, what's this? Macro. So there's the actual other modes that we do know and love. That's your manual mode, where you can change some of the settings. So, you know, props to Sony here for actually, you know, making a whole new UI on their phone. I will be doing some videos on this one, comparing against some other high-end phones, but first impressions here, this looks like a really solid alternative to some other handsets that are coming out. You can see this is the brightest the OLED does get, which is very nice and bright. Let's just have a look at some content as well before we wrap the video off. Because I think this is running a 4K display, so we just connect to the internet. I wonder how the battery is going to be. I mean, the battery could be taking a beating for such a high-res display. But it looks nice and clear here, you can see in terms of the text. So zoom in a little bit. So if I'm zoomed out all the way, you can really see nice and sharp text here. Can you change the actual display resolution just to keep the battery going a little bit longer? I mean, look how many settings you get. You could explore this video all day, or should I say explore the phone all day, not the video. But you can see different color modes here. Professional mode, I like the vivid mode. So lots of different stuff here. So I can't see a way to change the resolution, but that would be nice if you could do that, just for battery saving. I'll probably look into that. But yeah, really nice phone here from Sony. This is the XZ3, available for about 600 to 700 euro depending on where you get it. Solid phone in late 2018. Hope you enjoyed the video, found it helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Also, I've just noticed something. No notch. You can see here, no notch. Amazing. Well done, Sony. You booked the trend. Absolutely fantastic.